As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to Loc'd Lifestyle. Welcome back to another video. So you guys know I have been wearing these mermaid locks for like the last 2 months, and although I really love this style, y'all, it's time for something new and fresh. So with that being said, we're getting the scissors and we're getting to cutting. So a quick background story. We're gonna flash back to a few days prior, and I did my hair in this little ponytail style with these bang pieces hanging, and you guys just see how long they are. They're like longer than the ponytail, and it doesn't look bad, but I just felt like long layers in the front just don't complement my facial features, and I feel like I just needed something more face framing. So I went ahead and got my scissors and cut me some bangs. And after I cut the bangs, I feel like it looked so much better. I liked the way that it framed my face a lot more than it just being all long in one length. And this made me realize how these mermaid locks in general were just very flat and they didn't have any shape to them. And so then I got the bright idea to just give my whole head a cut, a trim, just some shape. So we're gonna cut it to about shoulder length and add some layers. So let's get into it. So back to present time, y'all. I'm gonna start by just detangling these curly ends with my detangler brush. I'm detangling on dry hair. So now that we are all detangled, I'm just kind of getting a feel for how short I want this cut to be. I didn't want it like all the way shoulder length, but I didn't want it too long either. So we're doing kind of like an in-between of like bra strap length and shoulder length. I think right here is a good length, and I'm just getting my scissors and cutting straight across just for the initial cut. This is how much I cut initially. And then I'm just going to measure the other side and cut it as even as possible to the first side that I cut. I thought I had cut too little or too much, but it's going to all work out. So this is what we're working with so far. It definitely needs to be cleaned up, but I think overall that this is a cool length. So now I'm just going in section by section, and I'm kind of just adding layers to it so that the curls don't all fall at one length. And I always start with just kind of framing my face first. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm also going in kind of like at a jagged angle as I cut. I'm not cutting blunt and straight across. And whatever I do to one side, I go to the other side and do the exact same thing so that it's symmetrical and even and balanced. And I'm just tousling the hair from side to side to see how it falls on each side, like if I do flip over, side part, what have you. And yeah, I just kind of go in, and whatever I feel like is too long, I just cut it until I get the shape that I want. I was a little nervous initially, y'all, but as soon as I got into the cut, like instantly, I knew I made the right decision, and I felt like it just started to look better. Like, I don't know, I can't do the long hair. I feel like long hair, super long hair is just not for me, or if it is long, it just needs to have layers. I can't do like all one length. I need layers, and my locks are kind of naturally layered too. Like my back is longer than the front, which is kind of normal, but yeah, y'all, I just need shape. So this is what we're working with. It'll look a lot different after I wash it, but yeah, I think it's the perfect length. Like I have some length, I could still get me like a cute ponytail, but I feel like it also just looks good down, because honestly I was not wearing these mermaid locks down that often because it was just too much hair. And this is how much hair that I cut. Nothing too crazy. When I originally installed the Mermaid Locs, I used 16-inch hair, but yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely could have got away with like a 10-inch, even an 8-inch bundle. So if you are interested in the mermaid boho look, I would keep that in mind. The longer the bundles, the more hair you have to deal with, and being that I've been locked almost 3 years, I think my tolerance for long loose hair is just not there anymore. So I went ahead and shampooed my locks off camera, and this is how they look. And as y'all can see, I really need to touch up my color. So at first I was just gonna touch up this brown coppery color that I've been wearing since February, but I just felt like this short curly look would eat in a dark color. So y'all, we going back dark. So I'm gonna start by prepping my skin with some petroleum jelly, Vaseline, whatever you want to call it. And this is just so that my skin does not stain while I'm coloring it. You guys have seen me color my locks all the time here on my channel. I am not a professional. Since it's still summer, I didn't want to go all the way dark, so instead I got this mocha from Adore, and I also got this darkest brown from Adore, and I pretty much used the mocha just with a little bit of the darkest brown, and I'm gonna apply that to my locks. I was wearing mocha on my locks back in the fall, and I really like this color. Like, if you want to go dark but not all the way black, I think this is the perfect color, because just in a natural lighting type of setting, it gives off the appearance of really dark hair, but when you're in the sunlight, you can definitely kind of see the richness of the brown. It looks more chocolate brown. You can definitely see like the brown reddish tones in it in the natural light. So yeah, I think this is a perfect like summertime dark color. And I also decided to keep like some of my curly tips in that brown copper color, just so that I can have a few highlights. But yeah, y'all, I'm not doing anything special, just coloring my locks from root to almost tip, making sure to squeeze in the product just to make sure that my locks fully absorb the hair dye. Again, y'all, I do this all the time on my channel, so I'm just doing that same routine. And so y'all, here is what we're working with. All of the color has been applied, and like I said, I kept some of my ends brown for a few highlights. I think it's gonna turn out really good. Well, it did turn out really good, y'all will see soon. But yeah, I'm just going in with any leftover product and running it through my locks and just giving my locks an extra squeeze. And then I let this dye sit on my hair for like an hour, and then I went ahead and rinsed and shampooed a few times, basically until the water ran clear. And here is how the color turned out. I think it turned out really good. Like I said, it's dark, but you can still tell that it's brown and not black, but you know, it's not super light or blonde or anything like that. It's just like the perfect chocolate brown color. I'ma just say that. It's the perfect brown. So I'm just getting a feel for it. You know, every time I change my color, it takes a minute for it to settle in. But yeah, I'm just filling it out. And then I'm gonna just go in and do my moisture routine. I'm trying out a new oil. This is the Black Castor Rosemary oil from the Jamaican Mango and Lime collection. I've used their castor oils before, but this is the first time I used the one with rosemary, and it's cool. It feel like castor oil. My hair was definitely soft after using it. And then I went in with some Dew Grow on my hairline and scalp, and I'm just massaging that in. I haven't used Dew Grow in a while, so I just wanted to switch up my routine a little bit, kind of rotate out some of the products and oils that I've been using. But yeah, I have used this before on my locks. And I'm not quite due for a retwist quite yet, but I decided to just kind of do a soft retwist along my hairline. Nothing too crazy. I'm basically just using this aloe vera gel and some oil. If you're interested in any of the products that I use on my locks, They're always linked in my Amazon storefront, which is linked in my description box. But yeah, I'm just, again, doing a really soft retwist, nothing too tight. I'm really just trying to fill this color out, and I just felt like, you know, I wanted the appearance and kind of look of a full fresh retwist, but without all the work. And again, my hair is not quite ready for a full retwist, but this definitely just kind of cleans it up a little bit and makes it look a little fresh. Then I'm gonna just do my edges with my Style Factor Edge Booster, and then I'm gonna go in with some Nairobi styling foam and just set that hairline. And I'm gonna tie it down with some wrapping paper, and I let it just air dry for a few hours until I felt like taking the paper off, and I'll show you guys how it looks afterwards. Oh yeah, and I also took some of that foam and just kind of scrunched it in the ends of the curly hair just to kind of define those and set those a little bit. But this is how it looks after everything is dry, and it looks so good, y'all. It looks good. The cut, the color, everything about it, I think it just looks really, really good. It's a lot easier to manage now, but I still have tons of versatility. It's just like the perfect length. Everything about it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I will be giving you guys a 2-month update on these mermaid locks really soon. So definitely stay on the lookout for that. But that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media platforms. They're linked in the description box as well as the end of this video. And I will see you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.